Hey, I'm John. This is the third part of the BPO series here, and I'm going to get into how you can streamline your BPO business. There were weeks when I did like 25, 30 BPOs. The good news is that I've created the team. So I could literally be sitting here doing the videos, and then I have like my son go out and take the pictures of the house. Okay. And then I have a guy from Pakistan who contacted me. They're all a part of my team. And I send him the comps, I send him the pictures, and I send him what I think the value should be. And he'll fill out the platform of what the BPO. So basically for probably $12 of $2 to the guy in Pakistan and $10 for my son. Now all of a sudden $12, I'm spending that money on my group and I'm making 25, 30, 45 bucks off of each BPO. So you can streamline the process. But what I would recommend you do is for like the first few hundred, you should probably do them yourselves. You should probably understand the platform. You should probably understand the comment section. You should probably understand the valuation. Now you're asking me, how do I get the valuation? Well, when you do the BPO, they want you to pull three just sold comps within the last 6 months, and they want you to pull 3 active listings. Sometimes that's harder than what it sounds. When you can't find listings and solds within your immediate area, you want to start expanding that area. Some counties are destitute, really extreme suburban, so now you have to go out through the whole county. Things you really want to consider when you're doing your valuation is the style of the house, the age of the house, how big a square foot is the house. So a lot of times when I pull my comps, I want it to be like the same colonial, right around the same square footage, okay, and within 4 miles of the house. Now, the BPOs would prefer you to have it closer, but in these rural areas, it's kind of hard to do that. Now, in the city, it's real simple. The houses are on top of each other, so it's really easy to find this stuff. But when you start doing the BPOs, those are the things you want to concentrate on. Now, you can give a variation of like $50 per square foot. So if say one house is 1,000 square foot and the other one's 1,100 square foot, well, you would minus $50 per square foot or $5,000 from the one that's larger. So that way the values are equal. Another thing you want to do is you want to pull the tax record on the house. And the reason why you want to pull the tax record is because you want to confirm the square foot of the house. Okay. You also, what you want to do is you want to take a look at the taxes. Here in Maryland, taxes usually run right around 1% of the total value. So for instance, if the house is worth $300,000, the taxes are going to be around $3,000. Something else that happens too, usually it's 1% plus about 20% of the total value. I know this is going to sound confusing. So say for instance, the house is $300,000. The taxes usually run right around $3,600 a year. So now when you do the valuation and you're looking at your comps, you can see you've got your comps, which are anywhere from 3 to 350, and the tax value is 325. Now you know that your valuation is going to be between 325 and 350. Does that make sense? Now you can't take into consideration upgrade kitchens and all this stuff because you didn't go inside, but you can take into consideration, say for instance, a newer house. You might want to tack on 5,000 to the older house because of the variation. You want your comps to equal as close to what your valuation gives. So if you have 3 comps, one's 350, it's the law of averages here. If you got one comp, it's 315, the other comp, it's 350. Your taxes say it's like 335. So now you're between 325 and 350. You're going to put more weight towards your taxes. So I would say a good place would probably be right around 340. Does that make sense? I hope that does. And this is pretty much in any market. You want to make sure that's how your valuation goes. You want to make sure you fill out your platform to the best of your ability. And at first it's going to take you a few hours, but for $50, You can do the math there. You know, you're making 25 bucks an hour. Once you start getting this down to about 10, 15 minutes a piece, now all of a sudden you see the leverage on time here. And then when you start farming out, you're actually filling out that form to somebody else, and they will contact you and say, hey, I'll do your BPO. $2 to $4 per BPO. That's about all you need. If you get these people to say, I do it for 15, they're out of their mind. They're out of their mind. So the way to make money off this is now all of a sudden, you know, law of averages. I've been doing BPOs for quite a while now. And if I know I needed to, my car payment was $700. Now you break that down. I need to do what? 20 BPOs a month to cover my car payment, or I have a cold calling thing, Red-X I want to use so I can cold call people. Now you know I have to do so many BPOs to cover the cost of that. So this is where you start making money and you start going, hey, how do I cover the cost of some of my other stuff? So this is a really good reason why you want to do BPOs. Hope this helps. We're going to get into some more stuff in the next video, like scaling your BPO business and